All right, greetings and salutations to everybody out there in YouTube land. I'm your host once again, Dan Thornton. I want to come at you here in the middle of the day on the 30th, Tuesday, a couple days after the NFL draft. You know what? We're starting to get a little bit of whispers that are coming out of the NFL draft, not just in regards to the Detroit Lions, but of everybody in the NFL draft. You know, teams thought about or tried to talk to this team about moving up, down, left, right, everything in between. You guys get it. I mean, it happens all the time. But I did get a little bit of a tidbit. I figured I'd throw it over at you guys because I know you guys typically enjoy these type of stories. So here it is. It would appear that the Detroit Lions, Brad Holmes, Dan Campbell were on the phone negotiating. It sounded like for a while, about an hour during the NFL draft with pick 16. That's with the Seattle Seahawks about acquiring that said pick. And then abruptly, it sounds like the Lions withdrew their offer for that pick. You know, my anticipation when something like this happens, that means the player the team wanted or coveted at that particular spot was no longer available. So just trying to Scooby-Doo this. This is live right now. Yep, going live right now, man, Nathan. So Mutzgar, yes, live right now. So trying to Scooby-Doo to this, trying to figure it all out. Here's what I got. You know, just paying attention. And again, this probably won't be a long video. But Latua went off the board at 15 to the Indianapolis Colts. It's my guess based on that because the Lions withdrew their offer in negotiating. It sounded like they were in negotiations with Seattle Seahawks for about an hour and then pulled out of the offer. I do not know when they pulled out of the offer. It's just pure guesswork on my part that if you spent that much time on draft day talking to a particular team about trying to orchestrate some of the details, the nuances to make the trade equal for both teams or of value to both teams, I guess would be a better way to put it. That means at some point the player you coveted or wanted to go up and get is no longer there. So my guess is since you didn't do it when pick 14 went off the board, and it would seem like the pick 15 changed the plans, that maybe, just maybe, Terrion Arnold was not the first person the Detroit Lions were trying to go after. Maybe it was UCLA's own Latua. And hey, I get it. Pass rush monster, big guy, body and everything, the whole shebang. I think anybody who watched the NFL draft going into it felt like the Detroit Lions wanted to get some more help on the defensive end. I get that part. I think you get that part. I get that part, all that kind of stuff. Now, I see, some of you guys are asking, what would you have gone after or given up to get that? That part I don't know, so I'm not even going to speculate on it. Probably more than what you gave up to go up to get Terrion Arnold. So I think everybody gets that part. But it would be my anticipation. The Lions were actively trying to go get this kid, and I get it. Big, physical, perhaps the most dominant pass rusher as far as a polishing point. Didn't need a whole lot of work coming out of the draft and into the pros. Would have probably been, if not the day one starter opposite Aiden Hutchinson, probably would have been getting significant snaps and maybe even spelling Aiden Hutchinson at times. So it's all guesswork on my part why they backed out. That just seems like the most logical aspect to me. And again, I'm not going to do a long video on this. Let you guys come to your own conclusions. I've given you my thoughts. Go from that. Let's see what you guys have to say. Chrome, what up, though? What up, Chrome? Hopefully you're having a good one. Nathan, yes, live right now. Moonscar, yeah, live right now. Alan, what are the statuses of any free agency rumors? Boyd, OBJ, except any edge rumors? Alan, so real quick, I know everybody's speculating that maybe Tyler Boyd is in play for the Detroit Lions. And to a certain extent, I'd agree with it. In some ways, I would say he's probably not an ideal fit for the Detroit Lions if you're going to have Laporta and then St. Brown running their preferred routes. To me, if you're going to bring in another wide receiver, it's probably more on an X or outside receiver versus another slot one. Nathan, what's this? Can't believe I made a live show finally. Hey, well, welcome to the club, my friend. And Alan, just so I don't forget to answer the other part, as far as edge part, I don't have anything, nothing off the top of my noggin. So nothing I've heard of. How about that? All right, Chrome, yes, 100%. Bo, balancing the books, exclamation point. How much is a import as who? Yeah, how much is not as important as who you could have got. You know, Latua, I think if they would have snagged him, probably most Lions fan would have been jumping up and down saying, hey, thumbs up, we get it, we're all over it. So I get that, man, 100%. Mike the Marine, howdy, Dan. Woo! 100% woo for you, my friend. One Funky Latua went at 15. Yeah, so One Funky, you're probably on the same part or thinking as me. If you were there at 16, you were ready to pounce, just like the Green Bay Packers. And as we all know, the Green Bay Packers and Tampa Bay Buccaneers were hoping Arnold would slide a little bit further down the draft so one of them could grab him. I mean, we all probably seen the War Room video of the Green Bay Packers once Detroit leapfrogged them and grabbed them. That, hey, we get it, man. They were bummed out, and so was Tampa Bay, so we get it. Jason, who do you think it was? Yeah, Latua, man. That's my thoughts. Otherwise, I'm not sure why you would allegedly spend so much time on the phone trying to orchestrate that trade. Hey, we're still in play, and then all of a sudden, we're out of here. My guess is, and I don't know, but my guess is if you do an hour, so what, you get 10 minutes for each pick in the first round, so say 6 picks ahead of them, so probably right around, we'll just say pick 10, Lions started the conversations with Seattle. Pick 11, all right, we're still good. Pick 12, hey, you good? Pick 13, you get the gist. And then you get down to 15, hey, we're going to go a different direction. So it'd be my guess when Latua went off the board, if that is indeed who they were going after, they go off the board. Hey, we need a little bit of time to kind of reconfigure, reevaluate what's the next play for us instead of making a snap decision. That's my guess, at least. You bought yourself by moving back to, whatever it was, pick 24, about another hour basically to just sit there and marinate, reassess the situation. Where do we see the best value on the board for a player of need for us, etc. I guess, is it possible they would have traded up to 16 to get Mitchell or Arnold? Sure. I guess it's possible. It's just, again, guys, I don't know that part. I can only tell you they were trying to get up to 16. Brent, woo, 100%. And hey, hopefully you're having a good one there, Brent. Nathan, always catching you an hour after your show as I live in Arizona, so 3-hour difference. Yeah, sorry about that, man. But hey, glad you could make this one, man. Josh, trade for Brandon Arroyo to Detroit. I know there's been some people talking about that because the Lions potentially could want to add on to the wide receiver room. Would he be a person of interest? Absolutely. I think it just comes down to the asking price and are you going to pay him once you acquire him? So, all right, Big D, they backed out because they knew, hey, could get Arnold where they did. Yeah, it could be that too. Maybe they felt, to your point, maybe they were looking at Indianapolis, Big D, and said, hey, maybe they're going for Arnold or whoever. And then when they didn't, maybe they're like, hey, who's next? They're not taking a corner. They're not taking a corner. They're not taking a corner. So you could be right there, Big D. Yeah, kudos to you, man. You might be spot on with that. Mitchell, what do you got? What do you think they might have to give up for 16? Man, again, I don't know, man. Probably a lot. You're coming from 29 to 16. You're probably giving up a wee bit. All right, Moonscar, the trouble with Tribble, now we know, making a live show. There we go. There you go. Man, I'm not saying that one a whole lot. Chrome, we would have to give up a lot more than a third. Yeah, thank God we did it. Yeah. I guess it comes down to, how you view it, man. I get Brad Holmes talked about in his presser after the first round that, hey, yes, they did have some conversations with some teams. I think he said in the late teens, but I guess you're splitting hairs if he says late teens. Is late teens, 17, 18, 19? Is it 16? Man, I don't know, man. I don't know. All right, True Light, it's my birthday. Happy birthday to you, True. And woo, 100%. Michael, fake news. Yeah, well, I guess it's up to you to digest, man. Go with it however you choose. So take it as you want, man. All right, Bo, as soon as Latua was gone, the trade was gone. Yeah, it could be simply that too, or it could be like Big D, speculated. Could it be at that point they're saying, hey, no team's going to take a cornerback that we're guessing out of these next couple picks, so maybe we can move back and keep a little bit more draft capital. That's this part I can't answer, guys. Mike Rain, happy birthday. True Light, yeah, 100%. And woo! There you go. Nathan, what are your thoughts on Khalif Raymond? Love the guy, exclamation points. He's a Swiss Army knife at the position. Hope they do not trade him this year. Your thoughts, Coach? Yeah, I don't think he's going anywhere. I think he's got a real strong possibility to assume the Josh Reynolds role, or at least a big part of it. And, Josh Reynolds had a great time in Detroit. It's unfortunate he may have had some bad experiences towards the end, with the drop pass or whatever in the NFC title game. Maybe some fans razzed him a little too much. But I do think Khalif Raymond's potentially him and Donovan Peoples-Jones will potentially eat up a lot of those reps that are now on the board. All right, Nathan. Yes, at Moonscar, our family name is the name they did the show after. Fair enough. Nathan Triple, there you go. Moonscar, I think Leaf returns to a little more prominent receiving role. It could be. I could be. Yeah, Khalif. Yeah, 100%. Nathan, happy birthday, True Light. There you go. Bo, so Nathan, do you let's hope not, man. Let's hope not. Mitchell, woo, 100%. Devin, what do you got? Arnold, a little too confident in your opinion. Yeah, and it's going to be the better pick. Yeah, it's possible. I mean, the dude can play. When this all plays out, my guy is a dog. Yeah, as far as Rankstraw, I think, Devin, to your point, man, he's a total player. And I get he's probably under the radar a little bit. I also think, man, he's probably, I mean, he tested well at the combine, but he also tested well with an injury and a groin injury. And anybody who's ran on that and jumped on that, you get the impact of it. So if that thing's really healed up, he might even be far more athletic and productive than most of us guess. Nathan, Bo Booth, yeah, no, all right. Dr. Detroit, yeah, all this talk's cheap. Show me. Fair enough. Fair enough. All right. True Light, thank you, everyone. 100% with that. All right. Let's see. Brent, happy birthday, True Light. Agreed with that. Bo, happy birthday, True Light. Keep shining. True Light, thank you, Nathan. Thank you, Brent. And JDC, hi, all. All right. And then True Light, thank you all. All right. There you guys go. Just wanted to get it out to you guys real quick. Hopefully it was of some value to you, but if there is some sort of breaking news later today, which I'm not really anticipating we're going to have any breaking news today or tomorrow or the next day, but who knows? Maybe Goff signs a contract today. Maybe they signed somebody, to a futures contract. I mean, I have no idea, man. Who knows? But if there is, I'll try to get it to you guys as quick as possible. Otherwise, take care. Enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll see you all in the next Lions Talk Live. Take care, everybody, and happy birthday.